Hey, June 1st. Happy June. Hope everyone's having an awesome start to the day. Good way to start your day. Freaking coffee and shipping out orders. Let's do it. My second cup of coffee. However you're getting your caffeine, I hope you're getting it. Hope you're enjoying it. And I hope sales are good for you too. Hope you're finding some cool stuff this week. You know the drill. We got 3 orders going out today. Where'd they go? We got 2 Poshmarks and 1 eBay. So we're selling on 6 different platforms, but as usual, it's the big platforms. It's Poshmark and eBay that come through the strongest and the most consistently, and that's true today. So our first order, we'll just kick off with an eBay. Let's get that first eBay out the door. Let me know what your sales are like today. Did you have any cool ones that you're excited about? And as always, this is a great place to ask questions or share your challenges if you're a fellow reseller, because there are a bunch of resellers here in the chat. We're live on YouTube, Facebook, and on TikTok, of course. So say hello, ask questions, and let us know what's going on in your biz. Any cool finds, any cool sales today? Got a couple of cool sales today that I'm excited about. First one is a new-ish brand for me. I found it for the first time, I think in February, and I found it twice on a live thrift. It was one of the live thrifts, one of my early live thrifts. Found a marine layer. I was like, wait a minute, I think that's a pretty good brand. And someone in the chat was like, yeah, it is. And I found 2 of them in the same aisle. Then a week later, I found another marine layer, and I had never found it before. And those are the only 3 that I've ever found. They were all like within like a 7-day span, 2 at the same time. How about that? We're going to ship this out. This went out on eBay. It's going to go USPS first class. Let's go to 9x12 poly mailer. It's going out to David. Wham. Thank you, David. MB Pettit has 2 sales so far today. Ralph Lauren women's blazer and a pink Judy Blues. Wow, nice one. I've never found Judy Blues. I don't spend a ton of time in the women's section of the thrift store. That's part of it, but that's awesome. Nice sales there. Thanks for sharing those. I love hearing about your business. I talk a lot about my business, but really I want to talk about your business. I want to hear how things are going. I'm a coach at heart. So I will, almost kind of your success feels like my success. All right. So we're going to print this shipping label right through eBay. And that means I got to throw it on the scale. It's probably going to go at a 12-ounce rate. It is. It weighs at 11 ounces. And it's going to go USPS first class, going to Savannah, Georgia. So it's not going far. This will be $4.74 to ship USPS first class. Printing the shipping label through eBay, getting that discount through eBay. eBay gives you a discount on USPS, on FedEx, and on UPS. I ship 98% of my eBay orders right through eBay. 2% I ship through Pirate Ship. Some of those are international orders. Most of those 2% are international. All right, as always, we go over all the numbers for these sales. So that marine layer I picked up March the 14th. I thought it was February. March the 14th. That was 78 days ago, which is about spot on average for number of days in inventory. I priced it really high, by the way. I priced the marine layer at $44. When I get a new brand, I like to price up at the top of the market and kind of see what all happens, especially a brand like Marine Layer that has a really good sell-through rate. I was like, I want to see if I can get home run money for this. I didn't. The market is more like 30 to 35 bucks. I got 30. Well, market's more like 25 to 35 bucks. I got $32 plus $5.95 shipping on eBay on a best offer. I went back and forth with that buyer a little bit. Shipping label cost me $4.74. So after the $6 that I paid for the shirt, and shipping and fees for eBay, I make $22 in profit on that marine layer polo. I picked up 3 marine layer pieces, 2 men's, 1 women's. They're all sold, and all of them I picked up since March. That's the first one out the door. Looks like we got a chat from Mystery Meat. That's an interesting screen name, and I like it a lot. Thanks for joining over on YouTube. Found a 70s LL Bean parka for $7.50 at the thrift. Flipped it for $100 the same day. How about it? It's a crazy holiday weekend. Sold sweaters and coats more than summer clothes. Love you pointing that out. I know a lot of folks, and hey, you do your business how you want to, but a lot of folks will get like jackets and sweaters and coats, and they'll save them until September or October to list them. but that stuff sells year round, especially if you're picking up premium coats, in demand, vintage things like things, wool sweaters, things like that are always high demand. Those things sell year round and for good money. So that's awesome that you sold that LL Bean over the Memorial Day weekend, which is the official kickoff to summer, and you sold a $100 vintage LL Bean Parker. How cool is that? That stuff sells year round. There is certain winter stuff that you might consider, saving for the winter time. But LL Bean Parka like that, a vintage piece, that's going to sell year round. So nice job on that. Yeah, right. No reason to save that one. Let it hang around. Fireball Flippers is in the house over on YouTube also. Thanks for joining. Hope you're doing well. Hope caffeine is treating you well this morning. Just sold a wool vest. There you go, Eric Hayes. It's always cold somewhere. That's true. I also ship internationally on 3 platforms. So on Grailed, Depop, and eBay, I ship internationally. So it's always cold somewhere. And by the way, in the mountains, especially like mountains of Colorado, it can still get pretty cold in the summertime. Things like fleeces sell really well in the summertime. People think like fleeces are wintertime items. They're not. I put a fleece in my backpack all the time when I go hiking because you never know when it's going to get cold all of a sudden. Rain jackets sell really well in the summertime, obviously, because that's when people are going hiking and outside more. Big winter boots sell well. Wool pieces sell well, especially like merino wool, that kind of stuff. Yeah, people need that stuff when you're playing in the mountains. Sold a vintage Christmas sweater vest yesterday. That's awesome. Fireball Flippers. YouTube coming in with the never summer attitude. I like the never summer attitude, by the way. I'm wearing a Powder Mountain ski t-shirt. And here we are, June 1st. I always do stuff like this. I love Powder Mountain, by the way. Don't go there. You won't like it. It's a locals place. Don't go there. Keep it cool. But I love like June 1st, things like this, like really hot days. I'll throw on like ski attire just to fight that never summer. Keep that cool weather. Hello, Peter Bondam coming over on YouTube. Appreciate you being here. And if you're jumping in on YouTube too, check out, I just dropped a new live thrift. So Tuesdays, like door to door, 75 minutes of thrifting. I filmed, I went live the whole time on TikTok and I posted the whole video over there on YouTube. So 75 minutes of pure thrifting action. Yeah, those do sell fast. Does Poshmark process the insurance or do I? Or I think I missed a question. I had a case open on Poshmark for a broken item. It arrived broken. It should be covered by insurance on USPS, correct? I think what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to file a USPS case using your tracking number and the information that you'll get from Poshmark. So I think you'll have to open up the case with USPS directly. I don't think Poshmark's going to do any of that stuff for you. And they'll ask you for some specific things, maybe even including pictures. So if you can get pictures from the buyer, try to get some pictures, but open that case at USPS.com. And then they'll tell you what to do. There'll be a process. And then if you win the case, you'll get a check in the mail. 75 and sunny north of Boston. Nice. I got family north of Boston. Sorry about your issue with the Poshmark there. Speaking of mailers, first day of month means time to order more UPS supplies. There you go. There you go. Appreciate that compliment, Peter. Appreciate you. Hope you're well today. Hope you got some caffeine coming on board. Hope you get some pep in your step. I'm having a yard sale today and already made $140 in the first hour making the pace. So you're live with us right now, hanging out, and you got a garage or a yard sale going on in the front yard right now. That's awesome. You should have, I'm not going to tell anybody what they should or should not do, but you should definitely have, you should be doing some YouTube live right now, some live garage sale shopping or yard sale shopping in your front yard. I'd watch that. I almost want to do a yard sale just for the content. I think it would be fun. Like me negotiating with buyers who are coming in with offers and stuff. I think it'd be fun. 85 and sunny in New Jersey today will make, will make or toxic air all the more better. I see what you're saying. Make our toxic air all better. Yeah. Keep that 85 degrees. I like it in the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. That's my temperature. 85, that's too much. Keep that toxic air out of here too. I thought I had packaged it well enough, but USPS. Yeah, sometimes there's nothing you can do. Sorry about that. That happened with your package. Kathy, the movie nerd, sent us. I love it. All the books. Thanks y'all for jumping in. Hope everything's going well. in the O'Reilly household over there. Chris, 2 days in a row. That's right. Thank you so much, Adam, for jumping in. It's always good to see you. Appreciate it. Do you remind people to pay? Yeah, if somebody hasn't paid and it's been 24 hours, I use the little payment reminder. It's in the mobile app, and I just send them that little message. There's a pre-typed message that they put in there. I think I add my name to the bottom of it to make it personalized. But if you do it from the mobile app, send that payment reminder. They already have a typed up message for you. Thanks for all the books. Thanks for everyone jumping over. That's really cool. Appreciate you all so much. We're shipping out orders. It's a beautiful day here in Asheville. If you're lucky enough to be in the mountains, you're lucky enough, right? 65 to 72 would be the perfect temp year round. I think you're describing San Diego. It's hard to have the never summer attitude when the high today will be 91. Very sunny out here in Palm Springs. Peter, what you do is you put you on a ski t-shirt. So June 1st, I'm like, that sounds a lot like summer. I'm putting on a ski t-shirt today, kind of fighting the system. I'm wearing pants. I'm wearing wool socks. Of course, I'm wearing my Thrifter Sifter hat. Love that, dude. And thank you, Abby, for the follow. Welcome aboard, Sarah. Thanks for the follow. Imagine y'all are coming over from Kay, the movie geek. Stop rubbing it in about the mountains. Monster Joe, you are a free person. If you want to be in the mountains today, you could be in the mountains. Come on by. We'll hang out. Maybe we'll go on a hike. Maybe we'll go thrifting. Maybe we'll do both. Just one reminder. Just one reminder. Oh, I see what you're saying on eBay. Yeah. I just kind of move on. If they're not going to pay, they're not going to pay. One reminder. And just focus on other things. I know it feels like I really want that person to pay, but if it's sold once, it'll sell again. Don't you fret. Don't you fret. All right, cool. Thanks everyone for jumping on. All right, let's ship out some more orders. This one's really cool one too. This is my second favorite of the day. You can have two favorites, right? It's like a kid. So this is a Nautica. This is dead stock vintage. So it's new with tag and it's vintage. We call that dead stock. Look at the color blocking on that, like super 90s vibes. Sometimes vintage just means old. So there's a lot of like vintage Nautica that I pass on. I see this tag fairly frequently because it's a really well distributed brand. It's been around a long time. So I come across that tag fairly often. A lot of it's just an old shirt. Just because it's vintage doesn't necessarily mean it's worth money. But this one has that like 90s color blocking. Like this is something that's like really in fashion right now. So people are looking for this sort of thing. So that's a little pointer right there. This one's also new with tags. So you can see the tag on it, a vintage manufacturer tag. So that obviously helped. I listed this for $35 on Poshmark. It was listed for 29 days and it sold on a best offer of 32. The buyer opened their first opening offer was 20. Remember, I was at 35. They offered 20 and I countered at 32. So I came down $3. They accepted 32. I never get emotional about offers. People are just trying to get the best deal they possibly can. It's not like this person was going to be able to go buy this shirt from someone else. It's new with tag, dead stock Nautica with a color blocking. It's kind of a rare piece. I knew it was rare. They knew it was rare. They knew that I knew that it was rare. So when I came down $3, they knew that I was valuing that item high. They knew I wasn't going to be fooled with a $20 offer, that I'm not desperate. They accepted my $32 offer. So a nice sale on this on Poshmark. I paid $5 for the shirt and it's out the door for 32 on Posh. Thank you, Deshaun. Appreciate you negotiating in good faith, trying to get a good deal. You work hard for your money. You're trying to get the best possible value. I respect it a ton. Y'all, I'm excited. Today's delivery day. The new batch of Peak Blend is literally getting brewed maybe as we speak, but it's getting, or not brewed, sorry, roasted as we speak. So most of you know I partnered with Dynamite Roasting in Black Mountain, North Carolina, here in the mountains just outside of Asheville. It's our favorite coffee. It's our favorite roastery. And we partner with those guys, Andy and Patrick and his team, on Peak Blend Coffee. We brought it to you, launched it 3 weeks ago. We've already sold 70, let's see. We've already sold 81 bags and 3 weeks from launch. So today we're getting our third delivery. It's roasted every Thursday and then we ship it till we sell out. So last week we sold out of the ground, the drip grind. We also sold out of the fresh pressed grind. But we also have it in whole bean and we also have it in espresso grind too. So this is going out to Deshaun. It's disturbing that 90s clothes are now considered vintage. Early 2000s clothes, so Y2K clothes, are now considered vintage. So it's 2023. Vintage is typically most commonly considered 20 years or older for clothing. So anything that was 2003 now is now considered vintage. So Levi's that were manufactured in, for instance, in 2003 are now vintage. This order, by the way, I put in a Tyvek envelope because it's going out in Poshmark. You can use any USPS priority packaging for that. So that's free from USPS.com. It's called the Tyvek envelope. Thank you for the follow, Elephant Tea Party. We love coffee, but we respect tea as well. Just walked in and found Lily Pulitzer shorts and polo XLT. Nice pattern. That's awesome. Hey, and keep us posted on that garage sale. You got $140 worth of sales already. I want to hear updates about that, if you don't mind sharing. I don't have decaf coffee. Well, now I feel old. Mariah, you're not old. Age is just a number, and you're awesome. Whatever that number is, you're awesome. By the way, everybody gets a chance to be young, but not everybody gets a chance to be old. I think you should wear it with a badge of honor. Morning, Vanessa. It's been slow for everyone. Summer slowdown. Something was going on with eBay. Yeah, so I'm typically slow Memorial Day weekend. This is my fifth Memorial Day weekend since I opened my business on eBay, and everyone has been slow. I've never had. I could double check about 2020. 2020 was kind of a weird year where the seasonality was way off, just because it was all about like, are there shutdowns or are there not shutdowns? So May actually might have been good in 2020 because it was just a very strange year. But typically Memorial Day weekend is a slow weekend. People are distracted. They're traveling. Yeah. So, and yes, summer slowdown, if you're a clothing reseller, is a thing. I mean, it's real. June and July particularly, usually one of those 2 months will be like either the slowest or the second slowest month of the year. February is usually slow for me too. February, June, and July tend to be my slowest month as someone who's primarily a clothing reseller. I'm kind of all over the map, and sometimes now that garage sales are back, you'll see me doing more hard goods, but I'm primarily at the core a clothing reseller. And I get slow in February, June, and July. Almost 20 sales. Nice. I'm a teacher. Today's my first day of summer break. Can't wait to ramp up my resale. That's awesome. Suzanne Sideflip. What a cool screen name too. That's awesome. Congrats on surviving another school year. How many years have you been a teacher? But congrats. You made it through another year. Cheers to that. You deserve a nice summer. Hopefully, I'm glad that you're side hustling. I hope you take some downtime too, where you do what you want, but that's a lot of work doing that teacher thing. The stats from that Nautica shirt, I picked that up 29 days ago. I paid $5 at the thrift store. It was a Goodwill. It sold for $32 on Poshmark. Buyer pays for shipping on Poshmark. So after fees and cost of goods, I made $19.60 on that shirt in a quick flip, 29 days. In 29 days, yes, is a quick flip. If you're new to clothing reselling, my average number of days in inventory before an item sells is 70 to 80 is where it kind of hovers. So 29 days is a quick flip. Here's another quick-ish flip. This is a Duluth shirt. Duluth Trading. Sold in 37 days. I picked it up for $5 at a thrift store. I accepted today a best offer just this morning of $16. I don't think you can see the tag here. Just the way it's folded. But Duluth Trading, it's wrinkle-free. These kind of casual button-down shirts, like something that you would call like a business casual shirt from Duluth, isn't the best stuff from Duluth. It's mediocre inventory. The on-brand stuff from Duluth is more like hiking, fishing, flannels, right? Kind of that outdoor. It's an outdoorsy brand. So a casual button-down shirt like this isn't the best stuff from Duluth. It's mediocre inventory. Y'all having this issue with the Tyvek envelopes? 1 out of every 3 in this batch that I got rips down the middle like that. Just like a defect, I guess, in the manufacturing process. This one's fine. The next one will be fine too, and then the next one after that will be bad. Anyway, so that's why I accepted a low offer on this piece. I really like to sell a lot of stuff under $20 just because I'm paying $5 a pop for this stuff. I like to maintain a margin. But when I pick up an item like this that's mediocre inventory, I'm more open to taking lower offers. I went back and forth a little bit with this customer, but once I got them up to $16, I was like, that's good. Could I hold out and get 19 or 20? Yeah, probably. But I'll take the quicker flip on this. I paid $5, sold it for $16. And buyer pays for shipping on Poshmark. They pay $7. What is it? $7.99 or $7.97 or something like that. But it's kind of mediocre inventory. Again, I like fishing stuff, hiking stuff from Duluth. That's more on brand. And that's true for a lot of the outdoorsy brands. The more like button-down, business casual kind of shirts are really not the best. Thanks everyone for hanging out, whether you're hanging out live here on YouTube or Facebook or TikTok, whatever your pleasure is. Appreciate you spending some of your day with me. 34 years you've been teaching. That's crazy. Wow. You have seen some things. And some of your students now, full-blown adults. Do you ever bump into some of your old students? That's cool. This shirt right here is a Filson, which is one of my favorite brands. That's why it's hanging there. Sold a Mizzen Main long sleeve double XL for $47. That's a great sale price for the Mizzen Main. I love that brand. Nice sale on that, Jen. Going on vacation, not sure what to do with my sales during that time. How long are you going to be gone for, and what platforms do you sell on, Melissa? You had a good weekend too. Nice. All right, so that's our 3 sales. That one, that Duluth, so paid $5, sold for $16. After fees and cost of goods, $7.80 in profit on that. Not great, but I kind of expect that when I pick up an item like that. In my first couple years reselling, I'd kind of like stick more to my guns, and I'd be like, you know what? No, I don't want to go below $19 on that Duluth. But now, kind of learned my lesson with that kind of stuff. You do that, sometimes you have to hang on to a shirt like that mediocre, low sell-through rate kind of stuff. You end up hanging on to it for a year and a half, and that's not so fun. So for me to get that out the door in 37 days, it's kind of what you just got to, if you're going to pick up stuff like that, you kind of got to just be resigned to sometimes you're not going to get the best sale price. Have you seen a decline in Eaton and FootJoy? I haven't. Those sell really great for me. But Mystery Meat, remember I list on 6 platforms too. I promote on eBay. I have professional photos with white backgrounds using Photo Room. I have measurements in all my listings. So I have a lot of traffic to my stores and stuff. So yeah, you got to like look at the full package. You know, if there's an opportunity maybe to improve your, I don't know, I'm not looking at your store, but maybe if there's an opportunity to improve your photos, improve your pricing strategy, or improve your promotion strategy, there might be some opportunities for you to keep moving Eaton and FootJoy as well. Would you pick up a vintage Burberry sport coat with the cuffs not in great? Would you pick up a vintage Burberry sport coat with the cuffs? What's a sport with the cuffs? With the cuffs. Burberry sport coat with the cuffs, not in great condition. I'm not sure what you mean by with the cuffs. Maybe I'm missing an important piece there. With the cuffs. 5 days eBay only. So yeah, I would just eBay offers something they now call it. I think they call it time away mode. They used to call it vacation mode, but then they changed it like a year or 2 ago, and I think it's called time away. So you would just set your time away for like what day you're going to leave, and then what day you're going to come back. And then it adjusts your handling time for all those orders. So you can still accept sales if you want to. I do. And then when you come back, you'll just ship. So it'll adjust your handling time for when you're gone. I hope that answer helps, Mystery Meat. But a quick answer to your question on that is no. A quick yes or no on that. End of sleeves, not great. Like the cuffs on the jacket are not in good condition, I think she means. So let's see what she says. End of sleeves, not great. Form 97. It depends. I don't really like picking up jackets that aren't in good condition because people are typically buying them to wear to like a nice event where maybe there's going to be photography, photos taken and stuff, or like an interview or something where they don't want to have like obvious flaws on the jacket. So it's hard for me to answer that question. Like I'd have to look at like what the flaws are. I'd want to see what the pattern of the jacket is. I need to know what size it is. So I need to know the price that you're paying for it and what you'd value it at. But I mean, roughly speaking, if you can buy that jacket for $4 and you see that similar items are selling for 90 and yours has a little bit of wear and you feel like you could sell it for 60, $5 into 60 is still pretty good, right? So I guess you just got to make a judgment call based on how much the wear is. What are you valuing that jacket in if it was in better condition? And then can you be at, what would be the price to be at the bottom of the market for it? There's not really a yes or no answer to it, Robin. It's a lot of what's going to make this decision right or wrong is what you do after you make the decision. So if you buy it, it's going to come down to how well do you describe that item? How are you pricing that item? And are you cross-listing it and maximizing the number of people that can see that item too? So sometimes people focus so much on the decision of whether or not to buy and sell and say, well, cool, just make the decision. Now go make the decision right by taking really good photos, describing it well, and pricing the thing aggressively to move. Yeah, and whether or not it could be altered would just kind of depend on the sleeve length. If it's already a pretty short sleeve length, might be hard to alter it. I'm not sure how much material is left in the sleeve. Again, that would have to be a judgment call. You'd have to look at it. Tej, appreciate you sending some coffee love. Coffee is love. Coffee is life. Appreciate you sharing that positive vibes. Good morning, Laura. Appreciate it. You being here. Always a pleasure having you. Brittany, like the cuffs and the jacket. Yep. Okay. Hey, Bobby, how are you? Picking some men's Tommy Bahama silk pants size 42.75 and men's. Okay. Nice. Nice MV Pettit. Love y'all sharing like what you're finding, what you're selling. I love hearing about your businesses and what's going on in your world too. I want to hear about like summer vacations now that like kids are getting out of school. Do you have some fun stuff planned? You taking some time off of work? Taking some time away from your business? All right, I'm going to put these sales outside. I'm going to jump in. I got to do some photos. I said I was going to do photos yesterday, but I didn't. I did videos instead. I put out some new content. I'm going to do photos today. What time is it? 10:30. I also have an appointment today that I got to leave for, so I'll be right back. So as you know, I don't go to the post office. I just schedule a USPS pickup and throw my stuff out front in a bin, and my postal worker will come pick that stuff up. You're welcome, Laura. That's what this is all about. That's why I repeat a lot of things too. Like many of you already know, like Chris puts his stuff out. He doesn't go to USPS. Got it. But some people are just joining for the first time, so I try to share that like, hey, you can just schedule this online, USPS.com, save yourself some time driving down to the post office, waiting in line and all that stuff. We might take a trip to Charlotte, Asheville area. We might take a trip to Charlotte, Asheville area in late summer. Nice. Those are two different areas. Charlotte's 2 hours away. If you told anybody in Asheville, you're like, oh, we're going to the Charlotte, Asheville area, they're going to be like, Charlotte's not Asheville. What are you talking about? Like we're in the mountains and they are not in the mountains. But I'm glad that you're coming to the general area. I guess they call Charlotte Western North Carolina too, but that's kind of like Eastern, Western North Carolina. It's the non-mountains, Western North Carolina. Yeah, MV Pettit. I'm in Charlotte. Chris is in Asheville. Yeah, we don't see each other like in the same area. It's different culturally. It's different geographically. It's different topographically. It's different weather-wise too between Asheville and Charlotte. So it's kind of like, even though we're 2 hours apart and we're both in North Carolina, I don't think anybody on either side of that equation thinks, yeah, we don't say that we're in the same place, Oh, you're from Charlotte. And you'd be like, oh, you're from Asheville. So MV Pettit says oh, Chris is weird, hippie, crunchy, doesn't shower up in the mountains, right? And I'm like, oh, MV Pettit is works in banking and it's hot as heck. And they have good breweries down there. That's the one thing I guess it's between the two of us. But MV Pettit's probably sweating, wearing a suit. That's what I think about Charlotte. Wearing more Vineyard Vines, Southern Tides kind of attire. We're up here, we're wearing cool and we're wearing cool and Patagonia and stuff like that. Although they wear Patagonia in the city now. I went to Western Carolina. Nice, love the area. Got some friends that went to Western. Flying into Charlotte, spending a day there before heading to Asheville. Nice. Okay. Now you make sense. I'm just playing, of course. We got an airport here in Asheville. They're actually in the process of doing some pretty big expansion on that airport, or just announced like kind of this next phase of expansion, which is going to be pretty legitimate. It's going to be good for tourism here. I actually work for Redbox, so I travel everywhere. That's cool. Profiling is my thing. Exactly, Tina. We're on the same page with that. MV Pettit is definitely wearing a suit working in banking, even though you already know he works in Redbox. You're kind of breaking the profile a little bit. So maybe you work in the financial side of Redbox. So we'll go with that. We'll hang on to that. I can't wait to move out of New Jersey, Tennessee bound. Nice. Where are you headed in Tennessee, Mystery Meat? Tennessee, I'm about like 2 hours from where I am to get up to like Knoxville, but I can be like to Tennessee and more like you from here about an hour and a half. I'm from Myrtle Beach, so definitely not suits. Come on, man, be petted. You're not letting us profile. We're having fun over here. Tina's having fun. As long as Tina and I are having fun, that's all that matters. I appreciate y'all hanging out for a little bit this morning. Excited about today. Got our third peak blend drop. If you haven't tried the coffee yet, I'd love to have you try it. Appreciate everyone's support that's tried the coffee so far. If you're on TikTok, just click my name up above. And at the very first link that you'll see once you come to my website will be the coffee. And you can save some money on shipping by buying two. Thank you for the June gift. Who'd that come from? From Brandy Nicole. Thank you so much. But I'd love for you to try the new coffee. It's literally being roasted today, delivered to me today, and it might even ship today. Just depends on how quickly does the delivery get here from Dynamite and how late is my postal worker today. And if those things work out nice, you might actually have coffee that's shipped to you that was roasted same day. But if it doesn't go out today, it'll go out tomorrow morning and we'll ship it out live. Thank you for the follow, C. And I really appreciate that June gift. It's June 1st, y'all. Can you believe it? Reisner, my sister lives in Charlotte. I keep the roads hot between Texas and North Carolina. Nice. So you might pass right through, depending on how you'd go from, I guess you might go a little bit south of us, but you might come right down 40, right through Asheville. Vanessa loves the coffee. Appreciate that. And if you're on YouTube and Facebook, you can go to chris@peak.com, or there's a link somewhere down below that you can click to check out the coffee. I think you'll really like it. It's fair trade. It's organic, which means fair trade means that the people who grow and harvest and take care of the beans and ship the beans, those people have been taken care of by Dynamite. And organic obviously means that the beans are well taken care of. So that's what fair trade and organic means. It's also super fresh. And in coffee, like fresh is everything. Oxygen is the enemy. You want freshly roasted coffee. It's literally being roasted today. It doesn't get better than that. We're doing it. We're beating like a lot of the people in the coffee game at the coffee game because we got really good coffee that's fair trade and organic. And we're roasting it every single week and shipping it out really quick to you. It's probably going to be the freshest coffee that probably 99% of you have ever had. And that's what we're talking about. Fresh coffee. You have it in 4 different grinds. You can get it in the whole bean, or you can get it in drip grind, which most of you have for a drip coffee maker. If you use an espresso maker, I have an espresso grind. And if you use a French press, I have a French press grind. The French being the coarse grind, the espresso being the fine grind, which is super peppy. And then the medium grind being that filter drip grind. If you have any questions about grinds or any of that stuff, just send me a message. I'd love to geek out with you about coffee. Looking around the Franklin area and west. Okay, Franklin's near Nashville. Am I remembering that right? Franklin area and west. I'd have to double check. I'd have to check it out. Flying fast this year. Thank you so much. Flying fast this year, Brandy. I don't know what you mean. Flying fast this year. Flying fast. We're all flying fast, I guess. You might have to explain that. I'm going to sign off for the day, y'all. Really appreciate y'all hanging out for a little bit. It means a lot to me to be able to start my day and ship my orders and drink coffee with y'all. It's a lot more fun than doing that alone. But I'm going to head out now. I got an appointment to get to about 15 minutes south of Nashville. Cool. I know right where that is. Have you ever been to, there's an elephant sanctuary in Hohenwald, Tennessee. A lot of people don't know about that. It's about 30 minutes southwest of Nashville, if I remember correctly. Hohenwald, small little town, but there's an elephant sanctuary there. Kind of interesting. I've been there a couple of times. Marilyn, thanks for popping in. Good to see you. I hope you have a good day. Tina, Appreciate your positive energy as always. Vanessa, Evelyn, Robin, C, Brandy, Nicole, Mystery Meat. I'm just saying whoever's names I see on the screen. Appreciate all of y'all. Hope you have an awesome day. Thanks to Julie, who just put in a coffee order. Thank you so much. What'd you order? We might just put it out right now. We got a whole bean going out. We'll ship it right now. Are you in the live right now, Julie? We'll ship it out right now. I do have whole bean in stock. It's going out the door. That's what I drink, is the whole bean. We'll ship you out to, so I almost said I'm going to sign off, but I love to ship coffee live for folks. Julie, are you in the chat? Where are you? Are you on YouTube? Are you on Facebook? Are you on TikTok? Got a bag of the whole bean going out. Is that right? Do we have it right, Julie? Whole bean is the order, one bag. Yeah, I don't know if you can really visit the elephant sanctuary. I went with a group of college students when I worked at the university, and I led a group. I was the adult on the trip for alternative spring break. Went 2 years in a row. A group of like 10 students. So I don't know if they have like visits for the public. I think we were able to visit because we were helping them like do stuff on the property. But they do have a presence in town in Hohenwald. Somewhere downtown they have like a little shop where you can learn about what's all happening with the elephants. It's actually a really great organization. It's oftentimes taking elephants that are from like circuses and whatnot, elephants that have not had a good early start to their life, and then they let them sort of live out the rest of their life in a comfortable, natural environment. It's beautiful. Julie, she's here on TikTok. We got whole bean. Yes, love it. Can't wait to try it. Awesome. Thanks for pinning the comment, Tina, so much. Hohenwald, Tennessee is where that is. All right, we're getting this out to you, Julie. Get you a nice thank you card in there too. Appreciate so much your order. I think you're gonna love the coffee. The feedback so far has been overwhelmingly positive, both in public, like in these chats, but also like private messages I've got from people have been just like overwhelmingly like positive. So hope you love it too. We'll get this right out to you. We'll get you a shipping confirmation in a matter of seconds here. Judy. Can't believe it's already Thursday. Can't believe it's already June. Some whole bean coffee heading out to Julie. Your support means a ton to me. In just a few days, we'll be sipping the same coffee together. How about it? Julie, how do you prepare your coffee? Are you, obviously you're grinding your own, which is cool. What do you make it in? You like a French press? Do you add cream? What do? Do you add sugar? Coffee is such a personal thing. It's kind of funny. Another order coming in. Awesome. Thank you so much. An order from Heath. We got 2 bags going out to Heath. Heath, what you get? You got 2 bags of whole bean. Is that right? Gosh, y'all are keeping me on this live. Appreciate that so much, Heath. All right. We're using Pirate Ship to ship all our coffee orders. Big fan of Pirate Ship. Julie, please send me a message when you try your first cup. I'd love to hear about it. You say make it. Now that is quick shipping. Yeah, right. Like you ordered. I'm beating Amazon. Better coffee than what Amazon has too. Any of that coffee you're getting from Amazon is my guess is that's probably been warehoused and trucked all over the country and not freshly roasted. I'd have to double check and see what's available on Amazon, but I would think that probably 99% of what's being sold on Amazon has been warehoused and probably roasted, and in some cases ground to more than 30 days ago, maybe as much as 90 days ago or more. And thank you, Heath. Just confirming 2 bags of whole bean. Is that right? Is leaving feedback boost your algorithm? On what platform, Anna? I think feedback's a good thing. I don't know about boosting the algorithm. I have to have cream, nothing fancy, and a Keurig. Cool. Do you use like one of those little like Keurig? You get like one of the ones that you what's the word I'm looking for? Disposable Keurigs. Or not disposable, reusable Keurigs. That's the one. So you can like grind your own coffee, put it in there. I think that's super smart. I really get because I don't know that it really boosts the algorithm on eBay, and maybe not in an amazing way, but typically I get feedback from something like 35% of my buyers. And sometimes it takes a little while too. So sometimes that feedback comes from like 2 months later or something. My internet's not cooperating. Oh, now it is. All right. You got some coffee going out to San Antonio, Texas. I've never been to San Antonio. I'd really like to go. Just ordered coffee for girlfriend. What a nice gesture. And Julie, you're getting that shipping confirmation as we speak. Amazon ain't got nothing on peak. Thank you for your support. It means so much to me. I'm having so much fun with this coffee and sharing with you Kim and I's favorite coffee from our favorite roaster. Little taste of the mountains here for you. Thank you, Julie. We'll put this outside in just a minute. And we got 2 bags of whole bean. Was that you, Sales Shed? Is that Heath? You don't have to do this, but if you put in an order, if you put in like the notes or in your name, you can put in parentheses your like your screen name on TikTok or YouTube or whatever. If you want, you don't have to do that, but it always makes it fun. Or is Sales Shed, or is that you? Is that Timothy? The filter drip grind, if that's Timothy, that'll go out either later today or tomorrow. I'm getting out of filter drip grind, but they're roasting a new batch for me right now. So that'll go out either later today or tomorrow. Just depends on what time they deliver the coffee to me and what time they put. Okay, you did put Sales Shed in there. So that'll go out. Cool. Thank you, Tim. That'll go out. I didn't know your name was Tim. Hi, Tim. So that'll go out either tomorrow or either first thing tomorrow or maybe late this afternoon. So just root for my postal worker to be late and root for the Dynamite to get here early, and that'll happen. But thank you for that order. We will get out Heath, who's got 2 bags of whole bean. And then after that, I'm only going to have 1 bag of whole bean left. So we almost sold out of the last. And this is as fresh as you get. The stuff that I'm shipping right now is roasted Thursday. Pretty crazy. 2 bags of whole bean going out to Heath. Heath, are you in the chat? And yeah, the eBay, I hope you got the answer you were looking for about the eBay. Like, you're really not in control of the buyer leaving feedback, but if you do a good job, you describe the item really well, you shipped it quick, you had good packaging, you should see something like 35% of your buyers leave you feedback, but sometimes it takes a little while. I think eBay sends people reminders about that. So it might be like the next time they log into the platform, which people don't. Crazy people like us, we log into the platform every single day, but most buyers aren't going into the platform every day. Keith, I hope you love the coffee. Two bags, so he's saving on shipping by getting 2 bags at once. Whole bean coffee. Going out to LeClaire, Iowa. Haven't seen the best response rate in feedback lately. And yeah, sometimes it just takes a little time, Aaron. But at the end of the day, it usually comes out to be 35-ish% of my customers leave positive feedback. once you get like 100 or so feedback, it's not really the biggest deal anymore. I don't really even like look at it that much, to be honest with you. It's not the most important metric. Once once you've shown you got like 100 feedback, you're like, okay, cool, you're trustworthy. You're delivering on what you say you're going to deliver. I don't think after that it really makes all that big of a difference. So Heath, your shipping confirmation is going to come in just a second here. Trying to beat Amazon at their game. USPS priority mail padded flat rate envelope. Got 81 getting there. Yeah, and I think at 81, you're probably already there. I think it's nice to have a goal. Like, let's get to 100. I think at 81, if somebody looks and says, cool, you delivered 81 times on what you said you're going to deliver on, is 100% positive feedback. And they can see some notes from people that says like, Aaron G is awesome. Exactly as described, fast shipping, right? That just gives people that quick confidence if they even look at your feedback score at all. Just gives them that quick confidence that you're that you're not a phony, that you're going to follow through. I get my caffeine from Rockstar. I get you. However you get your caffeine, I respect it. Caffeine, when I was a kid, man, there wasn't those things like Rockstars and Red Bulls and stuff. It was basically what? It was soda, coffee, or tea. That was it, right? All that stuff started coming out. I remember Red Bull was big. Maybe that came out around like when I was 20-ish, like kind of around that time. And then they came out, like a lot of other brands were coming out at the same time. Remember the restaurant I worked in that used to be like upstart energy drink brands would come in and try to like get us to, start an account with them as an alternative to Red Bull. Some of those might have been ones like Rockstar that ultimately ended up making it, but I bet you a lot of those like startups just like didn't make it. Rockstar is probably owned by like Pepsi or something like that, I would guess, right? All right, Heath, you're getting your shipping confirmation right now. Appreciate your order. Super fresh coffee coming your way with super fast shipping. Cool. Your shipping confirmation is in your inbox. Julia, thank you for your order. We got 1 bag of whole bean. Julia, are you in the chat? Thank you for your order. Y'all are keeping me here late today. This one's going out the door. Probably have time for one more order after this. Then I got to roll. I do have an appointment. But I love shipping these orders live. I appreciate it so much. Julia, we got 1 bag. It's going to Burnsville. I'm not going very far away. You're right up the road. Whole bean coffee going to Julia. I'm out of thank you cards. Grab more. I'm definitely not out. I have tons of these. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I think my new thank you cards came in. They are indeed owned by PepsiCo. So I wonder, Aaron, if they were owned originally by PepsiCo, if PepsiCo bought them. Need to check that out. YouTube and Facebook, I'll be right back. I'm going to go to the mailbox. I think my new thank you cards just came in. I couldn't order confirmation. They must have come in yesterday. Polyester like hiking shirt. It's Filson. It's the size medium. It's like might be a poly blend or 100% poly. Size medium Filson. It's a modern Filson, not vintage. I think it's 100 polyester. It is 63. That's not in English. 53 polyester, 47 nylon. So basically 50-50 poly nylon, lightweight, kind of fishing, hiking shirt. It's got the little gussets here, gussets there, like help it breathe and wick water. I think it's vented in the back. Yeah, it's vented. So it's got the mesh vents right there. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, it's a sweet shirt. Dang, I looked for my hubs, but he's a 2X. Yeah, that one might not fit him. That one might not fit him. All right, we're going to get this Peak Blend coffee out to Julia, but we got new thank you notes. We're going to open these up. Thank you cards. Just had these printed. These came from Vistaprint. I ordered these like 2 weeks ago. I did not order the express shipping. So they just came in now. I'm going to save this box. That might come in handy. Oh, you know what? That's actually a good size for coffee. Thank you cards over here. Let's see how these came out. So these are from Vistaprint.com. This is where I've always got my business cards and my thank you notes and all that. So here's the new thank you card. Specific for coffee. Look at that. That's nice. Little mountain in the background, logo, Peak Blend. A little quote on there. It says, "The best way to win the day is to win the morning." I think it came out nice. Bought a 3XL butter cloth button for $335. I want to list it high so I can keep it. There you go. I do that a lot. I'll list items high that are my size so I can wear them for a little bit. And if I get a really strong offer, I'll send it out. So Julia, you're getting the very first thank you card. I kind of like it. These little guys. I've always had, I always have these like big thank you cards, like these ones. So this is kind of just a little guy. Hip flipping mama, Kelly's in the house. The hippest, the flippest. Kelly, how are you today? I feel like everybody deserves their own introduction when they show up in the live. We're gonna have to work on that. Vistaprint has great pricing. I agree. I've also ordered in the past some business cards from moo.com, M-O-O, and they do a nice job too. But Vistaprint usually has the better pricing, so I typically go with them, and they deliver. They do a nice job. And I designed this myself, but they have they have design templates. Because I'm not like a graphic designer, but I just kind of made that design using like a stock photo design that they had, threw my logo on top of it, added a QR code in my website. Boom, call it a day. So we got whole bean going out to Julia in Burnsville, right up the street. This will get to you quickly. There's some Western North Carolina for you. Some true Western North Carolina, Burnsville. Put some of these cards out right here. Some of those, put these back. Just woke up. It's going to be a fantastic day. Yeah, it is. If you want it to be, it will be. It is. Kelly, we got a new batch of coffee being roasted as we speak. I don't know if they're actually doing it as we speak, but they're roasting it today and delivering it today. So I'm excited about that. We got the last few bags going out the door from last Thursday's roast. Either way, it's about as fresh as it gets. Julia, you're going to get the shipping confirmation in just a few seconds here. Beating Amazon at their own game. Hey, Steph, you're late. Sister Steph is in the chat. Need to check that out. Say hi to Sister Steph over on YouTube. Need to find out if I need a tooth pull. Ooh, that doesn't sound fun. Ooh, or a root canal. Yikes. Sending positive vibes your way, Laura. Sorry for that visceral reaction. I am loving your coffee, Chris. Thanks so much for that feedback. And you can send me private feedback too. I know publicly people are super supportive, but send me some private feedback. I love to hear what you think. I mean, I think everyone's going to love the coffee. It's a medium roast. Just hints of chocolate, just some hints of sweetness. It's kind of a right down the middle, like every person's kind of coffee. Not too dark, not too light. Dynamite does have some other blends that we really like too. We like the Sumatra, which is earthier. For sure. More complex. A little less sweet. I like that one too. I like the Suplama. I forget how to say their dark roast. I really like. There's two dark roasts. There's an espresso roast that I like too, but good color of their coffee. Julia, nice. Thank you so much. Julia's over on YouTube. We get this coming out to you real quick. You're just up the road in Burnsville. I don't imagine that this will take long to get to you, but we'll get it out today. Going to go put these outside right now. Yeah, definitely sending positive vibes Laura's way. Be right back. All right, y'all, that's it from me. I got to head out. I got to get to this appointment. Appreciate everybody's support. Appreciate your orders. Got more coffee coming in today. It's roasting today, getting delivered to me today, and maybe it'll ship out to buyers today too. Just depends on how quickly it gets here and how late my postal worker is. Gonna head out to this appointment. Gonna take some photos, list some clothing today. That's my plan. Hope whatever your plans to take over the world go really well today. Coffee will help, but I do appreciate everybody hanging out. It makes my day brighter when I get to start it with you. So peace, everyone. We'll see you again tomorrow. Friday edition of Chris at Peak. It'll be 9:30 a.m. Eastern time as always on TikTok. We'll do 10 o'clock on YouTube and Facebook. Peace, peace, peace.